Hi guys, happy Friday. Ugh, Friday. Hate Fridays. Alright, so how was everybody's Candlemas? Good? Good? Mine was actually very, very strange. I woke up at 4. I did not go back to bed. I meditated, strangely enough. It was a really different day. Very different. Everything within the day had a correspondence or a synchronicity in conjunction with the Candlemas. What it stood for, the baking. I mean, we baked. We brought in the warmth. It was a warm day. It was fucking freezing. But it was a warm day. The heart. So it was really cool. It was really fucking cool. I liked it, and I'm gonna continue again tonight. This weekend, I'm gonna go through the weekend with it. It feels right. It feels good. Really getting in touch with Brie and Brigitte, the goddess. It's just seriously amazing. It was very fucking amazing. I actually did candle right there, very big one, and I just planted seeds, not literal seeds, but I planted seeds for me to reap within the coming of the fire festivals when it comes time in the harvest festival. And it was just the whole time I was visualizing, and I didn't do some huge ritual, and I didn't lay my compass or anything. I just wanted every energy, all the energies, with me. And it was really great too, because they were. I felt them all with me. It was really great. And then during my candle magic ritual, well, little candle magic spell, I just kind of thought of, what inside of myself, what do I need to change? What do I need to change? What could I better? How could I better me for the world, for you guys, for my own family, and well, overall myself. So you guys know my current situation, the domestic violence. It's not physical, never physical, so that's good. Yes, I did get spit in the face. I won't go any further with that because it's all over with. I'm healing from that. That is a really fucked up thing. To have somebody in your face, yelling and screaming at you, telling you that you're a queer, you're a faggot, you're of evil, that you don't belong in the gene pool, or you don't have their DNA, and then they spit in your face, literally. So no, I'm gonna let Kalima take care of that. So where was I going now? That just totally it was just a really good day. It just kind of helped me to plant seeds to better myself, such as there is a lot more help out there for myself than I actually thought. What the fuck, hair? So I'm getting the help that I need to better myself. So it's really cool. It's very cool. I did not know that, our government had, such things, programs and things for people, that have partial disability or full-on, hardcore disability. I'm not disabled. I am to a point. So it's not that I don't want to get out and work again, because I would fucking love to. I would love to just get out and just never have to, do anything again but work. I would love to. I would work from the moment I got up to the second I went to bed. But this thing up here in my brain, or in my head, my brain doesn't let that happen. So, yes, agoraphobia, social anxiety disorder. I have been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. It's terrible, but borderline multiple personality disorder. I'm in control of the personalities, the alter egos that come through. I'm in control of them, so psychotherapy helps a lot. What else? So yeah, there's just some things, that I don't always share with everybody, for good reason. But there's so much help out there for people, that are partially disabled, fully disabled, and I had no idea. And it's, sometimes it's embarrassing to ask for help or call your government's, for instance, I don't know, housing assistance or something like that, and tell them, well, I need help. That is a hard thing to do. So I, past this last year, you guys have completely told me, helped me to overcome that, asking for help. So thank you guys. I'm freezing. Yes, I've completely frozen up and I don't know why. So I just guess I'm gonna sit here and wait. There we go. Am I frozen again? There we go. No, I'm not frozen. I hope you guys heard all that. I really do. Because now I'm really pissed because this is not doing what I want it to do. What the hell? Come on, let's go. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, it was just very, very cool. Very cool. I set my intentions for, amazing things. Just simple things to start out to help my body, to help myself get back on the right track. And it's working. I still woke up at noon. Fuck fight. I fucking hate that shit. It ruins your whole day. Your whole day's gone if you wake up at noon. So yeah, that was a very good thing. Very good Candlemas. And then the energy, just the Nine of Swords or the Nine of Wands or the Eight of Wands, representing energy for the sake of just pure energy. So that was yesterday's energy, and just everything with the readings, it all came together in perfect synchronicity with each other, in perfect harmony. And it was very, very cool. It was very cool to see everything just come together. And I just let everything go slowly, very slowly. So I'm focusing on the better, the good, and there will be no more. I will not be talking anymore about the Z entity. So I'm completely done with that series. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. It's time to move on. So, what did you guys do for Candlemas? I see a lot of you post some really cool stuff on my public page, which I love. I think that's amazing that you guys started it in separate weeks, and we're all from different places throughout the country, the world, and I just think it's really cool. Just how everybody celebrates it just a little bit differently, but with it all in the same context of rebirth and warmth and planting the seeds of with good intention to reap and sow, and it's going to be really cool. So tonight it's going to be an even better, just calming and peaceful, loving energy. So that was my main focus, was kindness, compassion, and empowerment. So we can only hope for the good. But it was just a very good day, a perfect day, except for the fact that when you wake up at 4 a.m., you feel like you have the flu all day. It feels like you're not in your body. You feel like you're like an alien, and I was just completely not with it. But it was really cool still. It was a very good day. I got to see friends that planted seeds within me of, just to make me more grateful for them. I got to talk to old friends again, which is really cool, which is really great. a very nice thing to be able to do. I really felt the connection with the goddess. So it was just very, very calming and very soothing, and it just lets me know that she's here, always here. So, alright, as for the Mandela effect, what is the Mandela effect? Now I completely understand what you're talking about. So, okay, it happens when someone has a clear memory of something that they never did. So, I kind of look at it like deja vu. Like, you know, you have that memory like, oh, I've done this before, but you really haven't. It's an alternate parallel universe or dimension. So I have heard of it. I did a little research. I will be getting to mirrors in maybe a couple other videos, because I love my mirrors. I love mirrors. So, what is this? And this comes from MandelaEffect.com. And this woman's research is dedicated solely to the Mandela effect. And I think it is incredible. So incredible. Oh, and P.S., just because the United States president is trying to start war with other countries like Australia, I love my Aussies with all my heart. Doesn't mean the people are. So, I've been seeing some very hateful stuff. It's not the people. It's the one, the beast. So, the Mandela effect is what happens when someone has a clear memory of something that never really happened in this reality. So many of us, mostly total strangers, remember that exact same events with the exact same details. However, our memories are different from what's in history books, newspaper archives, and so on. So this isn't a conspiracy, and we're not talking about false memories. Many of us speculate that parallel realities exist, and they do. Where'd I go? And we've been sliding between them without realizing it. I really believe that. I do, because I can still see myself at, oh God, what did I name? What was that reality called? It was where I was always in a relationship with Lucifer. Stone slab, spirit stone, which actually came to be a real place, and I had no idea about it, and I've written about it many moons ago. It was during my crazy Kundalini awakening, well, agitation, I would say, with the entire homoerotic stories and all of that stuff. So I've calmed down just a little bit from the crazy homoerotic stuff, so just a little bit. Okay, so other factors, others favor the idea that we're each enjoying holodeck experiences, possibly with some sort of programming glitches. And many, in this person's opinion, these aren't mutually exclusive. So, there's a few theories on it. Since it's not conspiracy theory, which is great. I'm sick of conspiracy theories. They drive me insane. So there's two leading theories. Two on the Mandela effect. This is reminding me of I Don't Know Why Numbers with Jim Carrey. So far, the two leading theories are that we are sliding between parallel or similar realities, or that we've visited holodecks. And we could be in one right now. And I really do believe that. I do believe in alternative realities, parallel universes, all of it. It just makes sense. I mean, it's, there just does. It logically does make sense, especially with the brain, how powerful it is. However, these concepts are broad. This person says, I have been trying to narrow the possibilities. Initially, she has been searching for commonalities, locations, in general, in case this aligns with a theory like vile vortices, that'd be like vortexes. In my thinking, So locations, location-specific memories, including alternative geography. Locations could also help identify simple regional media error, including the TAPS versus Ghost Hunters issue, which I honestly think I'm sick and tired of seeing. I'm going to say it one more time, the Ouija being misused on Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, Paranormal, whatever. All of these shows misuse the Ouija board, especially certain people that call on certain entities. It's so lame. It is very lame. Those people need to wake up to their true spiritual sense, their self, true spiritual self, because they're just being delusional thinking, and it's very delusional. It's psychotic. It's a state of psychosis. So I really like this. So thank you for mentioning Ghost Hunters and TAPS. So the years when more people and more reality shifts seem to happen, which has been this year, and specific dates, so far our polls are inconclusive. But this person says, I'm analyzing all comments for patterns. So on that note, a few scientists have privately questioned whether certain quantum science tests, including CERN projects, dang it, we're getting into conspiracy theory, may have affected the fabric of our reality. The following comments cover even more topics. I hope they're helpful. Oh my gosh. So if you guys want to go to MandelaEffect.com, there are 490 thoughts on theories. 490. That's a lot of theories. 490? That's crazy. That's like, I have like 490 pairs of pants. I have like 490 pairs of socks. That's crazy. Alright, so someone, I'm not going to mention names or anything. So this is really cool. This is really interesting. This is getting into quantum physics, astrobiology? Is it astrobiology, or is that quantum physics? Astrophysics. Which is really cool. It's very cool. Science. Learning. It's fun. Look up real stuff. Alright, so this person says, someone is changing the past for financial gain or altering the past and causing rifts in other areas by happenstance. I sent you one story about an arcade game. Here's one that hit me hard and close to home a couple of years ago. Okay, this person says, at my work, a particular software is used to calculate data. Been using it for 6 years. Out of 3 files, types a CSV was always used to calculate this data. So this person says, I go into work and one day attempt to open one of those files to recalculate some data. After trying in vain several times, this person says, I asked the programmer what the problem was and why it would not open. He proceeds to tell this person that it was never the file used to calculate this data. It was always the RTF file that was used to calculate the data, which is in turn used to create the CSV file. That's cool. I even conferred with other operators who agreed with the programmer, causing this person distress and serious confusion and embarrassment. And to this day, approximately 2 years later, this person says, I am still in disbelief that this was originally true. In fact, this was originally the file used to create the other Y. Has the shock of this discovery stuck in my mind so prominently. Maybe we're picking up on different people's there's so much in the astral realm, especially in the lower astral realm. We are side by side by side by side, layer by layer by layer by layer of different dimensions and universes, and heavenly dimensions and hell dimensions, everything that you can think of. Everything. So, let's see. I'm not so sure. Where's the theories? There's 490 of them. Okay. I can't find much. It's very, okay, here's one that's okay, that I personally would read to you guys. So, okay, this one says, I know this is months late, but I just recently came across your site. Mr. So-and-so's comment reminds me of the show Sliders, where the lead character knows he's back in reality or a time frame when the front gate of his house squeaks. The squeaky gate serves as his marker for knowing whether he's back home or in another time frame. Or, like in the movie Inception. Have you guys seen Inception? Please tell me you've seen Inception. It's a very good movie. Very good. Where the characters each have their own markers that lets them know that if they are dreaming. And with this comment about emergencies, what if time processors are used to avert disasters? According to a lot of prophecies, the world should have ended quite a few times already. It should have ended like 500 times already since I've been born. And that's been a long time. 31 years. So yeah, it's not going to happen. I think the Christians and the Catholics, and the Pope, they all need to get a deck of tarot cards or oracle cards and really get in touch with spirit, source energy, and then predict the possible outcome of the end of the world. Possible outcome. Makes more sense. So, time processors could could also be time travelers who help steer the course of history, and they use these markers to inform each other of where they are. Okay, I'm picturing the Matrix. This is very Matrix-like. Quantum physical. Is that a word? Quantum physical? Quantum physics? Could be. If it isn't, I just made it up. Quantum physical. So this one right here. This is a weird one. This is a really weird one. Alright, this person says, I don't like cell phones either. I don't like cell phones either. I hate them, and I'm glad I don't have one that works, that's in service. I will never have one again. And there may be some validity in not using them, but everyone will have to find truth for themselves. Thank you for your comment on this person's post. That was brilliant. This post follows right in line with my conversation yesterday with spouse, which is why I agreed to limiting of its use. We'll eventually weed off the internet too. Oh my god, there's so much stuff in here. We can try to get back to let's see what else. I am not finding much. So, right, okay, here's a little background information. Okay, from the MandelaEffect.com. So many years ago, okay, this person says, I was one of the two people who coined the phrase Mandela effect during a conversation in Dragon Con's green room. The other person was called Shadow, then a Dragon Con security manager. This person says, I have no idea which of us started using the phrase first. It started then when Shadow mentioned that, like me, other people remembered a Nelson Mandela's tragic death in a South African prison. Apparently others in the green room shared that memory. So this person says, I researched the concept, and with my publisher's support, started this website for additional research. I thought it was an interesting fringe of topic, and potential book topic for my spare time. And this person says it's turned into something much bigger. Huh. I'm not too sure. There's a lot. Pop culture. So, I mean, since I'm a Ouija pop shock pop artist, I guess I'm gonna go straight for the pop culture part. So, category: pop culture, gaming, alternate versions, other realities. So we are getting into the modern age of pop culture with the Mandela effect. So, this person right here. Okay, at this website, people get regularly mention video games they recall, but those games seem never to have existed, or they recall scenes or characters that are gone now with no evidence in official or unofficial histories that they never existed. This is where, to discuss those topics, ask questions and see if together we can find normal explanations or not. So, however, as regards that or similar gaming mysteries and rumors, this person says, I only approve comments if you personally played that or it never existed. Games under discussion, and provide details, So, McDonald's or MacDonald's, fast food chain name. Huh. Okay, this is weird. Because I'm very against McDonald's. And I'm very against people eating there because of it's disgusting. Look them up. So, this is an especially odd alternate memory since the golden arches of McDonald's are such a familiar symbol. Most Americans can describe the brand icon Ronald McDonald without having to look him up online and so on. So here is a little history in this reality. The original restaurant was started in 1940 by Dick and Mac McDonald. The restaurant was always MC Donald's. So Ray Kroc got involved in 1955 and bought the rights to the restaurant and brand name. 6 years later, the name was never McDonald's. What? Okay, now I'm a little confused. Okay, for more McDonald's history, see McDonald's official website or the Wikipedia summary. Okay, so this person also goes on to say, I was surprised when McDonald's was mentioned as a part of possible alternate reality history, because for many years, I believed that the restaurant was McDonald's. I ate there about once a month, mostly when work involved travel and I wanted fast, reliable food. During an argument with friends in which this person says I insisted it had to be McDonald's because they serve a Big Mac, we went to the restaurant and they were right. At the time, it seemed very odd that this person says that I've made that kind of mistake. I'm a bit of a fanatic about spelling, which is why my earlier career involved freelance proofreading and editing for MIT. Okay, and this person goes on to say, but I decided I must have been confused and didn't think about it again until the topic comes up in a Mandela effect thread. So this person also goes on to say, to be honest, I'm not certain. Mine was an alternate memory, not confusion. However, I've had 20 years to convince myself that I was just confused. So, any conclusion I reach now is unreliable. Huh. That's different. That's very different. That's very pop culture. So we have MC Donald's, and we have Mac Donald's. There's a lot. There's theories and ideas. Maybe that'll help a little bit. This is very interesting. Okay. Simon Parks on the Mandela effect. Alright, this sounds good. Okay, today I heard a calm, reasonable view of the Mandela effect. No, hyperbole, no hysteria. It was refreshing. I haven't listened to this entire recording, so keep in mind I may not agree with Simon Parker's other opinions. What little I heard of the opening of this radio show, it went directly to political opinions. At this website, I avoid topics that might take up too far off the Mandela effect topic. Recently, there's been an event more imperative to keep focus on alternative memories we share. However, Mr. Park's interpretation of the Mandela effect and his insights about it are exactly what I'd hoped to hear. A friend's advice. I fast forward to the 1 minute and 10 point mark in the recording. Shortly after that point, Mr. Parks begins talking about the Mandela effect and discusses it for around 4 minutes. So consider this. What if this is how we create realities? Reading Inside the Artificial Universe, an article at the Atlantic, I kept saying to myself, this is how it could be done, and perhaps has been done. Maybe this is a peek behind the curtain. Okay, so question. Does accepting the Mandela effect increase slides? Sliding in between realities. So, stay tuned, I will be right back. Alright guys, so, question, does accepting the Mandela effect increase slides? So, in discussion with friends, a question has been raised. When someone accepts the idea that the Mandela effect is real, does this reduce one's resistance to it? And does this result in more frequent slides from one reality to another? It's very interesting stuff. Okay, so instead of a subconscious effort not to slide, are we mentally catching the wave and riding it to the next cooler alternate experience? This person says, I am interested in whether you feel that. Since looking at the Mandela effect concept and deciding that it might be real, you're seeing an increasing number of changes. So this person says, I don't mean, whoa, when did that change moments. I mean times when you look at something and know it was different yesterday, or in a time since you stumbled into the Mandela effect. I can kind of relate to that. Not much. I mean, maybe. Alright. So this person says, mostly I'm interested in your theories about what's going on and if you're seeing more changes since you've considered the Mandela effect and decided it's not only possible but okay to use an old phrase now that you know about the Mandela effect. Are you happy, or at least somewhat content to go with the flow? So, is time travel part of the Mandela effect? This is really interesting stuff, and this can get really, really deep and long. Time travel. If it's real, and many physicists insist that time travel has to be, I believe it is. I really do. Does it explain some of the Mandela effect? So, this person says, I'm reading The Yoga of Time Travel by physicist Fred Alan Wolf. His thoughts are sexy. Thoughts are hot. So, in the introduction of that book, he reminds us, quote, a scientific basis for time travel was established more than 100 years ago. Albert Einstein and Hermann showed how it was theoretically possible in 1905 and 1908. Oh, Zsa was born in 1914, and so was Ava. Maybe they could kind of come back. We could slide them back into our reality. I wish. Alright, so in the next paragraph, Wolf said something that startled this person. It confirmed something that we've talked about here at the MandelaEffect.com. So here's a big passage. Okay, let me tell you a secret. Some of the remarkable people you meet in your life are time travelers. A few of those people know it, the others time traveling without realizing it. but they do it just the same. These are the people who appear older than their years, or yes, even, often enough, considerably younger. Emphasis added. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes complete sense to me. So, how could this work with the Mandela effect? This person says, as I see it, only for very few specific limited memories. Here's an example. Let's say it's December 1986, and you're a teenager. You're aware of the turmoil in South Africa. And in your reality, Nelson Mandela is taking part in another hunger strike where he is imprisoned. A side note for those who are looking at the patterns related to 25 and 35, he was a prisoner, 46664. One morning, you go through your bedroom door, and another reality, where it's December 2013, but you're only half awake as you shovel in a quick breakfast, and don't notice some odd changes. Your mother tells you the sad news that Nelson Mandela has died. Since your mind is on an upcoming exam, you assume Mandela died from the hunger strike. And when you go back to your bedroom, through the doorway, and you're back in 1986. That's strange. Okay, so that day's exam at school is a disaster. You know it. You know you did badly. You scramble to earn some extra credits before school vacation. I don't know, because you really need a good grade in that class. And then it's the holiday season. You forget all about the Mandela's death until 2010 or so, when a friend says, a few people recall Mandela dying in the late 20th century. This is weird. This is confusing me. Suddenly, that memory, which you think it's from 1986, comes flooding back. You know Mandela died in 1986 because your mother said so, and she was never ever wrong about that kind of thing. Could that explain one kind of Mandela effect? Maybe. This person says, I think it would only work for specific isolated memories, and if you need to be oblivious to the cues that you are at least briefly in a different time. But if time travel is as commonplace as Fred Allen Wolf suggested, it's something to consider. Alright, so here's a doorway effect. So this person says, I've thrown in a doorway reference because I think it's effect possible that the doorway effect doesn't just wipe some of your memories. In some rare cases, it might be the portal to and from parallel realities. Within traditional witchcraft, within most European magical systems, the doorway is in between space and time and continuum. It's crazy. It's just kind of synchronizing. It's in synchronicity with bits and pieces of European traditions. So, yes, I know that's wild speculation, but for me, anyway, it's fun to wonder about this. And that's why I'm sharing it with you. Okay, what's sliding your consciousness? Memories or body? This is getting very interesting. I think I might have to finish up tomorrow. So let's pretend the Mandela effect involves sliding from one reality to another. The other leading explanation is that we are each in a holodeck. The third explanation is that selected things, portions of our world, or selected chunks of time are replaced, at least briefly, now and then. I can see how that could be alter egos within a split personality. I kind of can see that. So, but if we're each individually or in a group sliding, what is sliding? It is our entire body complete with our consciousness and memories. Is it just consciousness or some parts of us but not others? I think it is just our consciousness, our projection, our true spirit. So according to an International Business Times UK article, it appears that scientists in China are working on a related experiment, teleportation of bacteria's memories. Teleportation of a bacteria's memory. I like that. That's cool. I really, really, really like that. In the past, some comments at this website have raised questions about which parts of us teleport or slide from one reality to another. One such comment was in a thread started by somebody, and they said, maybe we don't physically slide, but our existing consciousness travels to another me, and I only remember the change. Could it be nothing happens to our other bodies, our other selves? We just jump from body to body over the dimensions. We jump into our own body in an alternate world. I've looked for past public comments about physical changes. Some people reported privately scars, moving. Yes, they're just, but they may provide helpful insights. Wow. So those 6 public comments out of 10,000 over 5 years, that's a huge number, but I also can't claim that this site provides an accurate survey of the general public or even our readers, and I've never been asked about moving scars or other unexplained physical marks that might suggest whether bodies slide with us or not. Yeah, you guys need to check this site out. It's very, very interesting and very informative, especially about, I think it's just Mandela, MandelaEffect.com. And she has some very, very awesome, interesting topics and ideas, and theories, and just all this amazing stuff. So, very different, very different. I'm thinking it's more of a astral projection type of thing, like I was talking about in my homoerotic stories, jumping, time travel, alternate universes, and parallel dimensions. So I think it's our consciousness that jumps bodies and bodies and bodies, just like reincarnation, in a way. But then again, we have all of these levels and different layers of realities upon each other and side by side, and it's confusing. It can be very confusing, so I'm going to let that sink into my own head. And then tomorrow I think I'll pick back up on this topic, because there's so much more that goes into all of this. So, alright guys, I hope you guys like that. That's just my own personal opinion on that topic. So I will go in more, and we will do mirrors too. I love mirrors, so yeah, everybody have a great weekend. Be safe, stay warm, it's cold, and I love you all very much. And if you're still celebrating Candlemas, happy Candlemas. Enjoy your festivities all weekend long. And Lady Gaga, oh Gaga, you perform halftime Super Bowl. I hope I can make it and stay awake to watch you. Yeah, I will. So okay guys, I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.